Hello there, welcome back to the Linux and Shell series and to the new point of manipulating files. Today we are going to talk about two new commands, cp and mv. What is cp and what is mv? Sorry. So cp, our first command is cp, which stands for copy. It's used to copy files or directories or folders to a specified location with a specified name. So let us firstly use the ls, the list command we used before and we talked about, and go to our file nav. How did we go to file nav? By cd nav. I'm writing the name nav. Okay, so let us list again. We're gonna find that there is another directory here called nav, which we created using mkdir or make directory, which we're gonna talk about later. So what is cp? Cp copies the files or the directories, and it also um, names them with a certain name you wish that you could of your wish or bidding. So let us make a file called let us have that nav2. Let us change it to let us make another copy of it using cp for the nav2. Okay, let us give it another copy called so let us copy that nav2 using cp nav2 to another and give it another name and make another copy, which and with a name, let us say new nav2. So what it says here, that we need to use the specifier /r. Why? Which is called the recursive function. Why? Because nav2 is a directory, not a file. So we're gonna click on up button, which returns us back, and we're gonna do the following, which is writing /r here. Okay, let us ls, which lists. Now we have the new nav2 having all the directories and files within nav2 to be within new nav2, which is the same copy but with a different name. Okay, so that's about it. That's about copy. But say I didn't like the new nav2 name. I want to change its name. This is where mv comes in. mv means move, and also has the property of renaming. We can rename the new nav2, which we just created, and rename it like say new name, which will normally work for directories and files without using the recursive function, because it doesn't need to iterate over the file to copy everything. You're just gonna change the outer name by clicking on writing mv new nav2 new name. It's gonna change the new name to nav2 to the name new name, and let us ls. Now we're gonna find that there is no nav2. It's now called new name. So mv is used to move files and to rename. We're gonna use talk about the rename now, and leave the moving of the files to another time, because you're gonna need to learn firstly the pathing and the files pathing first. But if we wanted to do something like kinda sketchy here, like let's go to nav2. We don't need to go to nav2. We wanna remove that new name into nav2. How we do that? By saying mv, which is move, which we just learned or talked about, new name, and moving it to slash nav2. To nav2. If we ls, now we're gonna find that there is no function, there is no directory called new name. This directory is now moved into nav2. Let's go to nav2 and let us list the files within. We're gonna find that new name is now in the nav2 nav2 directory. So that was it for the cp and mv commands. In the next lesson we're going to talk about the rm and the mkdir, which is made for or stands for remove. rm, which stands for remove, and mkdir, which stands for make directory. And I'm gonna do a short also about the difference between it and between the touch. Okay, which makes files and this makes folders. Okay, or directors. Okay, so thank you very much for listening. I hope you understood what I said, and I wish you a good day. Bye bye.